Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is January 2nd, 2020. Happy New Year. I hope your holiday season went well, and I hope you're excited for the new year as I am. For those of you new to my channel, this is Carmilla. She'll be co-starring today in the videos. She's been very good. She's only bitten my ear 3 times, even though she made a New Year's resolution to be good all the time, including not biting ears. She's biting ears. But she was good for the Libra video, so she gets to stay out for the Scorpio video. Anyway, this is a general love reading for the first part of January 2020. Because it's a general love reading, it can pertain to any kind of relationship, situation, or circumstance that you're dealing with. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns that I'm using to describe them. You might feel like I'm reading for you directly, but you could also feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. Also, you may be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. You can switch them around. Don't try to make the reading fit. You'll know if it's resonating, and you'll know who you are in the reading if it is resonating. Okay, so as always, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. My intention is to reach the people who need the message the most and who will benefit from the message. Okay, Scorpio, I pre-shuffled. I'm going to give this one more shuffle, and let's see what's going on for Scorpio today. And for the first part of January, Scorpio 2020. Here we go. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, paired with the World. Nine of Swords in reverse, paired with the Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Wands with the Eight of Cups. Page of Cups in reverse, paired with the Chariot. So there's kind of a general basic message coming through right now. And it looks like you're moving away from possibly an emotional situation, taking action to get out of your head about it, slowly moving away from feeling anxiety and anguish over a situation, possibly from the past, maybe a missed opportunity, something that didn't go well, or something that you thought was going to get off the ground and it just didn't transpire for you, but you're moving past that. This does feel, again, like an emotional situation. Could have been a relationship or just something that you felt emotionally attached to, whether this was a job or whatever, and whatever kind of opportunity this was. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And again, it feels like this, you're closing a chapter and moving past something that maybe just didn't work out for you, and moving in a positive direction, new direction, leaving something behind. Let's see what else we get for you. It's a positive message so far. It looks like you're walking away from something that maybe caused you some grief. Let's see what else we get. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, clarifying the World. Page of Cups again in reverse, clarifying the Nine of Swords. We have Strength, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands, clarifying the Eight of Wands. The Ace of Swords in reverse. The World again, this time in reverse. And the Seven of Cups, clarifying the Chariot. So this feels like it could pertain to a relationship, something that went unresolved. And I think that your energy is the King of Pentacles, clarifying the world, which leads me to believe that this is something that, again, this is something that went unresolved that you're moving away from. There may have been a lot of confusion surrounding this situation. Maybe there wasn't closure, or there wasn't a real significant period put at the end of the sentence, is what I'm getting, but you're moving on anyway. This is something you need to close the chapter on, or close the book altogether. You know, this may have been an opportunity, whether it was a relationship, business opportunity, financial endeavor, a new project, whatever it was that you were doing. At this point in time, it's time to say goodbye. I think that you may have tried to start, restart, and maybe get things going, or try different things, and nothing was working. So the King of Pentacles, Scorpio, which is your energy and your underlying energy. This is somebody who's loyal, compassionate, somebody who's very grounded, somebody who is a very upstanding citizen, a caregiver. This can be a father figure, somebody who takes care of others. Again, this, to me, this tells me that you did all the right things and things just didn't go your way. You didn't, you know, in other words, you did all the right things in order to get this off the ground, whether this is a relationship or opportunity. You didn't try any shady behavior or sneaky behavior or criminal behavior. You made all the right moves. It just didn't work out in your favor. This Queen of Wands feels like the person that you're dealing with. I think that you've had communication with this person. Queen of Wands is somebody who is a very ambitious individual, somebody who is a go-getter, somebody who has a lot on their plate, somebody who could potentially be very attractive, somebody who commands a lot of attention and gets a lot of attention. This is somebody who has a lot of ideas. Again, is somebody who will have an idea and then go after it. This might be, again, the person that you were dealing with. I don't know that you're leaving this person, but there is something about maybe the connection being lost, or it's not maybe as close as you thought it would be. Maybe you were trying to establish a partnership with this person in business and it just hasn't worked out that way. I feel like you still have a connection with this person, but maybe you're leaving behind the idea that this is going to be the connection you thought it would be. I do feel like, again, I feel like you have or are currently communicating with this person. This is not a big secret. I don't think that you two are keeping things from each other. I do feel like there is a lack of clarity on maybe why things didn't work out. But at this point in time, I think you've communicated that it's time to leave this behind, at least for now, because things just haven't panned out for the two of you, and whatever that means. It doesn't feel like a romantic relationship. It could be. It could have just been a connection. Maybe, like I said, maybe a business connection. I do feel like you two are close. that there's definitely an intimate connection, but I don't necessarily believe or feel like it's a romantic connection. Again, this could be different for everybody. So it could very well be a romantic connection that just didn't click and you're moving on from that. Things just didn't work out. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, two very different people. You know, good, positive people in their own way, but just very different people. Maybe that's why it didn't work out, because you have two different outlooks on life or two different perspectives on how you wanted things to go. And again, I get the feeling like you just have decided it's time to kind of just leave things the way they are and move away from this situation for now, because it's just not working out the way you two maybe had hoped. What are you chewing on? She's chewing on my necklace. Felt like she was crunching on something. Okay. I'm just going to trust you and move on with the reading. We'll see. Okay, so we have the... I want to give this one more shuffle. I don't... What are you chewing on? Seriously, she's crunching on something. I don't know where she got it. Whatever it is she's crunching on. Okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the World is clarified by the Five of Cups. So there is definitely something here about, I mean, the Five of Cups indicates grief, heartache, sorrow. So there's definitely an emotional attachment here. Bringing this to an end is an emotional decision for you, but it's time. Wheel of Fortune, it's time. There's the Eight of Cups again, which is in your reading down here, which means, you know, moving away from something, specifically an emotional attachment, something that you just need to walk away from. So we have the Magician in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by Death in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. Four of Swords. Interesting, I almost said Four of Swords when I showed you this card, and then the Four of Swords showed up. Queen of Swords. And the Two of Wands, clarifying the Chariot. Okay, so I feel like this Queen of Wands doesn't want you to go, or is wants to keep this connection open, wants to keep things going in some way, whether that means staying in communication with you or reconnecting or trying things differently. This Queen of Wands, I don't feel like necessarily wants to close the chapter on this relationship or on this connection. I think that she may have asked you specifically to reconsider, to consider other options or something else that you might do instead of walking away from this relationship, instead of leaving this all behind. Okay, I can't, you know what? If you're going to bite me while I'm trying to put my cards down, this is not going to work for me. I think this Queen of Wands, she's not in reverse. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with the cards that have shown up, clarifying her energy. Because the Magician in reverse came out, clarifying the Nine of Swords with the Page. I feel like there's been some manipulation in this relationship, or just some you can't bite on my cards. Come here. If you're going to be down there, you have to behave, and you can't chew on my cards. Sorry, Scorpio. I feel like this person maybe hasn't been forthright with you in regards to who they are, or how they feel about this relationship. I don't feel like they've been on the up and up. I don't necessarily feel like it's been that they have been dishonest with you because they're being malicious or they're wanting to get away with something. I just feel like they haven't been totally honest with you in regards to this relationship. With their communication specifically. It may have been, you know, maybe you've communicated with this person and at one time this queen has expressed how she felt about the relationship or how things were going, and then the next time you had a conversation with this person, they took a different stance or they acted differently, or their words were contradictory to what they had said before. It's just their communication hasn't been consistent. And I feel that that's part of the reason why this hasn't gone anywhere, is because I think that you've just gotten used to the idea that you can't necessarily okay, that's tea. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be drinking tea. Well, maybe tea's okay. I don't know. I guess tea would be okay for a bird. She's on my coffee cup, drinking my tea. And you better not take a bath in there. She needs a bath and she hasn't had one for days. She's a little stinky. She's looking like she's getting ready to take a bath in my tea. And you know what? That's not what that's there for. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're going to get put in your cage for the Sagittarius reading. Ow! Okay, I'm trying to maintain my patience with this bird. She was so good. I should have put her in her cage because she can really only do one reading at a time. It's a long time for her to be out. Then she gets all bored and she wants to do shit and she starts causing trouble. Anyway, back to you, Scorpio. All right, let's get some more cards on the table and see what else is going on in regards to you and this Queen of Wands. So we have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Swords again in reverse, clarifying the King of Pentacles, Six of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles, clarifying Strength, which is clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen. There's the Five of Cups again, clarifying the Ace of Swords. The High Priestess, clarifying the World in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Cups. So again, I think that things haven't worked out. Things just haven't transpired. Please don't bite me. Have not transpired for you and this Queen of Wands. There's no movement forward. Again, I don't know if this is a romantic, it doesn't feel like a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a partnership in business. It could be, it doesn't feel like family. I think that there are other people involved, however. This could be a person within a group of friends. And this could be part of the reason why this relationship has had the longevity that it's had, because I do feel like there's a lack of clarity. There's a lack of understanding where you're going in regards to this relationship. And this lack of clarity in regards to this relationship has caused some grief, significant grief. And we have that again up here in the underlying energy. And you want to close out this grief. I think that there has just been this feeling like it's going nowhere, it's going somewhere, but it's going nowhere at the same time. This is someone who you're very close to, but for whatever reason, there's some harbored resentment or some bad blood between the two of you. And again, it feels like it has to do with some kind of manipulation, or this person just not being forthright, not being totally honest with who they are, not being authentic with you, not being honest with you. And again, as strange as this seems, it doesn't feel like this Queen of Wands has been inauthentic for malicious reasons. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's what I'm getting. In other words, this person didn't set out to do you wrong. But their communication, their interactions with you, the relationship itself has been inconsistent. And I think that's caused confusion for you in moving forward, in feeling like you want to continue to move forward with this individual, with this relationship. Let's get some of my last round of cards out here for you, Scorpio. I think there's one thing that's very clear to you, Scorpio, and that's that this hasn't been working. However you want to define it, however you want to say it, this relationship has not worked. And that's what leaves you with having to make a decision of whether you're going to move on from this or hang on to it. The Queen of Wands wants you to stick around. Let's see what else. Last round of cards, Scorpio. And then we'll pull a Dreams of Gaia card for you. So we have the Hangman in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. There's the Eight of Cups again. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Judgment in reverse. There's you again, King of Pentacles. And the Fool. So we have a Queen of Pentacles that showed up on the table. This feels like this could be somebody that you also have a connection with. This could be an actual partner of yours. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So as Water Baby would say, and I mentioned Water Baby Tarot because she's the one that coined this phrase. And so I give credit where credit is due. As Water Baby would say, and if you've never seen her channel, you should. She's really awesome. I've learned a lot from her, and I continue to learn from her. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles is a true pair. This could be a partner of yours. This could be a spouse. This could be a best friend, but this is a partnership that's a true pair. You are moving forward with this person. I think in trying to decide whether or not to leave behind this other relationship, this Queen of Wands. This does not feel like a romantic reading. So I'm not seeing, the Three of Swords is not out here. Three of Cups is, but it's in the upright position. This does not feel like a third party cheating situation. So anybody out there watching this for a romantic reading, see if someone's cheating on you, that's not what I'm getting at all. This Queen of Pentacles is a minor character in this reading. She's showing up in the last round of cards. Again, this could be just someone that's significant to you. that maybe has been affected by this Queen of Wands, this relationship you have with her. And maybe there is a decision that you have to make regarding the two of who to leave behind, who to walk away from, because there's disharmony. There's a connection in this group that's not gelling. But I don't feel like it's this Queen of Pentacles that you're walking away from. Again, there's been a lot of confusion surrounding this Queen of Wands and whether or not what she says, how she acts, the conversations you've had, the consistency, the loyalty, the direction. There's something inconsistent about this Queen of Wands, her behavior, her communication. And there's confusion surrounding that. And because it's gone unresolved, even though I feel like you've tried to make sense of it, again, I feel like there's a lack of clarity, a lack of authenticity, and this has left you with needing to make a decision that maybe is not so pleasant regarding moving away from this person. I don't know that you've actually made this decision or not. You might still be in that, you might be still in the decision-making mode where you haven't actually made the decision yet. That it's not something that has become 3D yet. It's still something you're working out in your head. But this Queen of Wands, whether she said the words or not, I do feel like you've had the communication with her. And that she's represented by the Queen of Swords as well. I do believe that she doesn't want you to go. I think she acknowledges that the relationship is not maybe what it used to be or not what you would like it to be. Maybe there, you know, again, I feel like it's because there's a lack of authenticity within this relationship. Someone's holding back, or people just aren't willing to be forthright in regards to how they feel or what they want from the relationship. That could be what it is, what you each want from the relationship. I don't think that you want the demise of this relationship. I don't think that you necessarily want to close the chapter on this relationship, but it's feeling like it's inevitable. Because you don't feel like you're getting anywhere with this person. And I do feel like you're craving a new beginning. It is 2020, Scorpio. It's time for that new beginning and time to make things happen. Time to shake, rattle, and roll toward that new beginning. And in order to make that happen, you've got some decisions to make. You've got some choices. And making those kind of choices are not always easy. Ow! She bit my ear. Do I want this one? No, I'm going to shuffle some more. Okay, so let's get one Dreams of Gaia card to close out this reading, Scorpio, and see what we get for you. Maybe some advice. Maybe some clarity on the next step to take. Maybe a little clarity on this Queen of Wands. Confirmation on how you feel about the situation, where you're headed, what you want to do. Let's see what we get for Scorpio. One card would be preferable. I'll take 2 or 3. Is that the one? That's the one. Self in reverse. So it came out in reverse. I hope this one isn't too long. I have a feeling it might be. I don't mind that they're long because I don't mind reading it, but I just don't want to bore my viewers with reading out of the book for long periods of time. Because I don't like that. It's not that long. It's about a half page. About 3/4 of a page. It's a potential blockage if it's in the reverse, Scorpio, so I am going to display the card in the upright, but I will read the potential blockage for you. And let's see how this resonates for you. Okay, Scorpio, here we go. The Self card reversed represents a need for you to look within and ask if you are embracing other people's beliefs and behaviors in order to belong. Going along with a herd mentality can make you predictable and lead others to have certain expectations of you, especially if you are predisposed to follow their lead or do as they do without question. Humans have always formed tribes and communities. We are social animals that seek out others in order to feel protected and understood. But while we are and always will be part of a collective, we are also unique and individual beings who have evolved to a point where we have the freedom to be different, if we have the courage and desire to do so. In fact, we have the freedoms that we do because generations before ours have defied convention and traditions, broken laws, and fought for their right to be free-thinking individuals. That fight is ongoing as people continue to evolve, and each tribe demands to have the same rights and privileges as their neighboring tribe. Monkey see, monkey do. It is said that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but there are many who do not see imitation as flattery in any form. Rather, they see it as an act of someone who seeks to curry favor or approval, or of someone who is unable or afraid to think for themselves. So think for yourself. Stand on your own 2 feet. Be innovative and original instead of doing what everyone else is doing. It does not serve you to believe what others tell you to believe, nor to do as others do, unless you truly do believe as they do and share the same values. If you want to belong, do not try to make yourself fit by being the same as others when you know that you are different. Be who you are, respect who you are, then you will draw to those who are similar, who will respect you, and whom you will also respect, because like you, other free-thinking, independent people are busy walking their own path. Well, that fits like a glove, in my opinion, when we're talking about this individual being inauthentic and not being who they are, and the communication being inconsistent. It's possible, again, that you two are just very different people, and maybe you're trying to make this relationship fit, and it's just not fitting. Because you two are trying to walk each other's path or walk a similar path, when in reality your paths are not merging, but diverging. They're not meant to cross. I think that you were meant to cross the path of this individual, but I don't know that you were meant to stay on the same path based on what I'm seeing in the cards. So Scorpio, I'm going to end that here. I hope that you got something out of this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it clarified how you were feeling or where you felt you were going with this relationship. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end and it was resonating, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Leave a comment if you like. That's even better. Again, thank you for watching. Carmela says goodbye, and I hope I see you again sometime. Bye, Scorpio.